It looked just like that, as a matter of fact.
His wife has one of those.
Yeah,
and,
maybe that's his.
And he's like, yep, and she likes it. And I'm like, yeah, I think this would be an awesome carry gun for the motorcycle. Something that is easy. Mm-hmm. One of these days, I'm going to learn to do some really cool trick riding that involves, like, maybe some cool motorcycle stunts and shooting. No, probably not. That sounds like a terrible idea. I know there's somebody out there that could pull it off with finesse and style.
Movie stuntman.
Not me. Yeah. I am not. I'm not a stuntman.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's stuntman.
Oh!
Yeah, he clearly had some cool moves on a motorcycle.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I still want a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Little Terminator action there.
Yeah, I still want one of those lever action shotguns he had. That was cool. They actually make those now. There was one. Somebody made it in 410, which we were going to talk about 410 here in a second. That's great. But somebody made it in 410 where it was kind of like a... who did that? But it was kind of like a Mossberg Shockwave.
Yeah.
But lever action. And it came in a box of roses, kind of like Terminator 2, how he drops all those roses and breaks that shotgun out. But it was 410. I was like, you had me at 12 gauge, you had me with the roses and stuff, super cool, but come on now, 410.
410. Okay, let's talk about 410.
Yeah,
410 is an awesome cartridge if you can find it.
Yeah.
So you still have some knockdown power, and in fact, there's a lot of older fellas now that have gone an entire lifetime, decades, shooting 12 gauges, but they grew up learning on a 410. And it's time to teach the grandkids now that are of age to learn. And it's time to pull out that old 410 and find some ammo for it if you can.
If you can.
There is definitely still a shortage of 410. Yeah. So you don't think there's a shortage of ammo, but 410s are hard to find for some people. You're not getting a selection. You're not getting quantity at all. So you get what you get and you can't get upset about it.
Yeah.
It's not very inexpensive anymore.
That was going to be my next question, was price.
Yeah, and that all has to do with the way 410 ammunition is manufactured. So for any standard shotgun cartridge, not 410s, one press of the loader will kick out 100 shells at a time. They're in these trays, 100 shells, one press, 100 of them done. And there they go, ready to be boxed and sold. 410s come out just like your favorite hunting cartridge that is seasonal and not made all the time. It is one at a time. One press, one cartridge. One press, one cartridge. So there is definitely a trickle of 410 compared to a deluge of the other cartridge calibers that you are seeing at this time. So
interesting.
It doesn't seem like it this time. The company manufacturer's rep that came through had any idea if they were planning to change the way those 410s were moved off the line and the quantity in which they move. It would obviously take a lot of money and a lot of time to redo an entire production line for those. So but maybe that's kind of what we need. So that at least we can still get our hands on a small shotgun cartridge that is very, very, gosh dang, it's so useful. I mean, there's a lot of modern firearms that have come out that utilize that 410. Taurus's Judge and Smith & Wesson's Governor, it is so hard to find ammo for those because it's 45 long Colt or 410. Yeah, you can find the 45 long Colt in this area here a little easier, but the 410 is very, very hard to come by. And when you find it, you're paying a premium for it too.
Well, and this year, coming out in 2024, there seems to be a trend in 410, 45 long Colt revolver. Like, they're making the Taurus Judge Home Defender, which has got like a longer barrel. Somebody else has a 410 that's a revolver that actually has a stock on it. That's pretty cool.
So Rossi, which is owned by Taurus, had the Circuit Judge, which was a long-barreled rifle with a shoulder stock, and the action of that rifle was a revolver. It had
That's
a
cool.
swing-out loading gate, 410, 45 long Colt in there, close the cylinder, and you were rocking a rifle with a revolver action and a single or a double action trigger pull on there. So awesome. Discontinued. You don't really find those a lot, but yeah, the 410 45, it's a huge resurgence, and it's hard to find the ammo for it. It's
Absolutely.
gaining traction and popularity, and now we just need the ammo to catch up.
So if the ammo rep that you talked to was, did he give an idea of like are they going to convert to more of a mass production? And
At this
what is
time,
that
it
like?
really didn't seem like it. I do not know what that would entail, other than obviously stopping an entire production process.
Or building something while you're moving.
Yeah. Or if you have another facility that can start on this. I am sure they have engineers that are working on this, trying to figure out, hey, how can we get more of this? Because this is obviously what's popular, and if it's popular, they want to kick out as much of it as possible. They're bidding for our dollars just like everybody else is. So,
well, and I guess I think a couple years ago I would have been surprised if 410 was hard to find or if it was so popular, but it really does seem like they're making a lot of modern firearms that fire the 410 lately. It used to be pretty limited on what you had. It was either old school guns or like the Judge and a few others, but now, man, there's a bunch of them.